Hello, and welcome to the Final Nights. This is a complete, intense power game, and my goal in this game is to completely destroy, easily, every enemy we fight. And I think I'm successful in that. There's only one enemy that gives us some trouble, and that enemy is in Santa Monica. So, yeah, this is a complete power game from the very beginning. We're going to go ranged. We're going to go inspection. Went gumshoe. We got +2 to inspection. We're going to get that to 10 and pick up all 40 items that are planted around the different hubs. Yeah, we're going to go into dexterity because we need that in Santa Monica. We don't need any strength because we're not going to do any melee. Actually, there is one melee fight, but it's in Hollywood. And the reason we do it is because the quest kind of requires it. But we're not going to invest in strength. We're going to go into ranged. So right away we're going to go into perception. Going to go 1 point in the brawl because it just makes it so much easier to feed. We're going into finance because that starts giving you money right away from Santa Monica. And we need security. Now for the Assamite, knowledges are now going to cost us very little XP, but talents and skills are going to cost a lot more. So we have to be very careful what we go into. And yeah, I'm going to show you my spreadsheet at the end of this game, exactly what my plan was going forward. Yeah, this character is going to become very, very powerful. And we're going to not just pick up every item, but we're also going to go heavy into Auspex. So we're going to hack almost every computer in the game for a lot of money. We're going to get, with Auspex, computer hacking to 10 as well. Lockpicking to 8. So we're going to lockpick all of the extra things that we have to lockpick in the game or that are placed in the game by the Final Nights that have money for us. Money is going to be tight early on, but at a certain point it's not going to be, money is not going to be a problem. Okay. The Assamite clan gets +2 to sneaking, and yeah, this second point, Quicken the Blood, Silence and Quicken the Blood are just two awesome perks. And we're going to use those the entire game. So, yeah, it's... The other thing I want to point out, Blood Heal is a beast of a perk now. And you want to go into Blood Heal 2 as quickly as possible. Okay, I'm going to fast track through the dialogue. This is not about role-playing. This is all about power gaming, the Final Nights.
Look, kiddo, it's probably a lot for you. I'm Jack.
Oh, the thing I want you to see here is that this dialogue has all been changed based on your clan. It's very cool. So that's what I want to show you here. I'm going to go super fast through the dialogue in the rest of the game, but don't go really quickly through it through the tutorial part because depending on your clan, it's going to tell you something about the personality of your clan. It's very cool. And so it begins, my slow descent into hell.
Now go for it. Be sure, though.
Cannot believe my life has come down to this. That's very, very cool. I really like this character, and I really love the Assamite clan. It's a really terrific clan. And as you're going to see, Auspex is just crazy powerful. Ranged weapons have always been very powerful in the Final Nights, but when you stack Auspex on top of it, it's amazing. The best weapon in the game is the Patria, saying it right, in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, it is absolutely terrible. It's the first automatic weapon. It's absolutely terrible. the Patria with Auspex, with ranged, you invest in ranged, you invest in Auspex. It holds like 900 rounds, and the rounds do enormous damage. It's just the best weapon. You can go through the entire game with just that. Well, you want something for long range too, but it is a terrific weapon.
Okay now.
Yeah, this dialogue is really cool.
You get inside here and head upstairs. Meet up with them. I'm just gonna go see what the ruckus is.
I had to change all of the hotkeys. All the hotkeys were wrong. I'm using WASD to move forward, backwards, left, and right. But the game wasn't set that for default. I think it was forward and back, left and right were arrows. It wanted to use up and down, left and right arrows, I think. Anyway, I had to reset all of my keys. So
Stay away from the window. Oh, it's a Sabbat.
what vital information are you holding from me?
It's up.
Okay, I cut that out because, yeah, I'm going to cut out all the boring stuff. This is, yeah, we just want to get on with it.
Shortcut.
My history has been tarnished.
Cool. Now, if you want a lesson on how really not to... It's the same reason you don't let you... It's also why you don't go... Keep our secrets...
I can see your wisdom. Yeah, I'm going to just show the dialogue here. But when I get into the game,
All right, now don't...
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go as fast as I read, and I read really fast. So it's going to go by lightning quick. And it's not because, like when I first played the Final Nights, you lost blood while you were having conversations. That has been changed. That's no longer the case. You do not lose blood while you're in conversations. But at this point, anyone who's playing the Final Nights knows all of the dialogue. So this is not about dialogue. One thing I will say, the Final Nights is on an earlier, it's on the basic patch, the unofficial patch, basic version, but it's like 6 point something. If you go too fast in dialogue, you can have bugs and glitches that you can create. It can create problems for you. That happened to me back when I played the early versions of the unofficial patch in just vanilla Bloodlines. So don't go as fast as I go in Santa Monica, because the game will bug out on you. So you can create problems. Oh, look at that. Look at that poster. Calendar, poster. Look at that. Look at that poster. There's so much cool stuff in the game that has been added. So you're going to want to take a, slow down and take a look at stuff. Yeah, the healing rate in the Final Nights is very slow, and aggravated damage takes forever to heal.
Waste of unlife, these Sabbat. Hey, hey. Now, when it comes to feeding, remember what I said, though. Don't kill... An innocent's an innocent. You kill one, even a worthless bum, even by accident, and it's gonna cost you a piece of your own humanity.
I see this tale taking a dark turn.
It's always there. I said, the only way to fight the beast is... All right, now go...
I also noticed that I fed on bums a couple times in the game, and most of the time my character vomited up the blood that I just taken in. So it's a complete waste of time to feed on bums. I don't know if that's unique to the Assamite clan or what. It's 100% with, say, a Ventru, but it was like 90% with this clan. And after I tried to feed on a couple of them, I just stopped. It wasn't worth it. So my advice is don't feed on bums. But feed on rats. There are plenty of rats in the sewers, and I think, yeah, in Santa Monica, I didn't feed on the doctor one time. The feeding on the doctor has been changed so that he doesn't completely refill every time, and I didn't worry about it. Every time I went from one end of town to the other, I just like went to my haven, jumped into the sewer, walked to the other end of town, ate every rat on the way, came out the other end of town. Easy. And there are a lot more rats in the final nights in the sewers than in vanilla. And I just got used to it. Just pop into the sewer. Well, I just finished playing in Nosferatu. And so, yeah, I was kind of used to hanging out in the sewers. I find sewer navigation to be faster than navigating above ground, and you can feed easily. It is really tough to feed above ground in Santa Monica. Now, downtown, there's some great places to feed. And Hollywood, too. Hollywood has some great places to feed. And then Chinatown, you actually have a house of blood dolls, a club, 2 clubs of blood dolls. Okay. Yeah, I'm just taking a look at my character. Yeah, everything looks really good. I have everything exactly where I want it. Yep, just come up to the corner of the box, let the thing explode, we'll walk around the corner. Easy.
Keep it quiet. They're inside here. The Sabat, you see, they don't have to. He's probably just turned and beaten over the head. They like to do that. Make shock. He is a vampire, so be. Go get him.
Okay, this guy is he's pretty weak, so that you can easily get out of the first fight. Yeah, I actually have silence, which doesn't use any blood, which I could have easily stealth killed this guy. I was trying to stealth kill him. But I wasn't too disappointed when he fought because I wanted to see how hard he would fight. So, but I recommend stealth killing him.
That's that. Sounds like we got another pack. All right, head down.
So this clan has a discipline silence, and yeah, that adds +2 to stealth.
Not sure what's going on.
Okay, at the time that I'm recording this, Auspex 4 is a thing of beauty. Auspex 5 lasts about 3 minutes. I mean, it's just a huge amount of time. But because of something that it does, it glitches the game. So you don't want to take Auspex 5. I took it at the end of my game, and it was bad. So that's going to be fixed. I'm absolutely certain of it. But yeah, all I'd say is before you go into Auspex 5, and most people probably will never get Auspex 5, but if you're going to do that, save before you do it. See if it screws up your game visually, and then reload if it does. But I'm sure this is going to be fixed with an update. Auspex 4 is incredibly powerful. You don't need more than that, and it lasts an incredibly long time, and there's no downside. The game is just silky smooth with Auspex 4. It's Auspex 5. And I think the reason is you can see like everything. The range of the thing is incredible. You can see every NPC that's on the map. And some of these maps, I guess, are pretty big. So yeah, I tried to just walk around this guy, but guess not. Yeah, every time you feed, you want to use Quicken the Blood. You get a lot more blood with that. And it also works like trance.
They probably seen too much. Here. Well, I'm gonna want it back, so don't go die. Well, yeah, some are more lethal than others, of course. Watch it. Head up and clear out what's left.
Yeah, speaking of shotguns, first of all, the 38 is a very good weapon. It's just slow. But it does a lot of damage. The shotgun is an amazing weapon. And if you do trance, which is a discipline you have like right away, you hit enemies with trance and then hit them in the face with a shotgun. Once you have a couple of perks in ranged, it just tears enemies up. I think in Santa Monica, the shotgun does 60 points of damage. So the Asian vampire in Santa Monica, or the Kuei-jin agent, a shotgun and trance just absolutely, it's devastating to him. Because trance works. He hits the ground, you hit him with trance, then you walk up to him short range and you put a shotgun in his face. Easy fight. Yeah, one-on-one, the shotgun is just devastating. Yeah, I thought I saw 3 rats. That's what I'm doing here. But no, I don't see any more. Yeah, watch this damage. Bang. That's hilarious. Quicken the blood. That's trance, basically. Oh, and the quicken the blood when you feed with quicken the blood and you're in third person. I can't remember. One of them, third person or first person, one of them. It still glitches out. Not very often, but every once in a while it glitches out. I can't remember. I think if I feed when I'm in third person, it doesn't glitch out. So, not really a problem. So, okay, here, this is an old trick. You just drop the revolver, talk to Jack, and then pick it up. I think I can persuade him, but I'm not sure. So, I'm a ranged character, so I want the 38. Well, even if you're not a ranged character, you want to sell the 38 at least. I think it's worth $20, maybe. Which is a lot of money in the early game.
Kindred right. If you make it back.
Yeah, here, take your firearm. Yep, no thanks. I want that.
I'll fill you in on the politics. Now that's the stuff that'll kill you.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight with the 38 until I pick up a Glock in Santa Monica, so I get a free Glock, and we'll get a free shotgun too. I think there's a free shotgun in the sewers. Yeah, check out all of the sewers because there are free weapons lying around in the sewers. Okay, I could see both of those thanks to, I think it was Gumshoe. So that was my history. $100 because I think I have 3 in finance. And that's why I put the points into finance. We're just going all in for finance right away. We're going to end up with 7 finance, which is plenty. And I end up with plenty of money. Okay, be sure and check out the radio. It's been reskinned, retextured. The stand... You know, just look around. There's a new poster. Yeah, very, very cool. Very cool stuff. Yeah, check out the radio. I'm just curious with... Yep, there's the key. +2 to inspection. There's a IXI 50 caliber pistol. There, I can't see it yet, but I will. It's an okay pistol. The 44 Magnum is worse because it's so slow. The revolver, the 50 is better, but it's not as good as it is in the vanilla game.
You got some change, lady? That's very nice. Thank you.
Okay, that definitely was not worth it. $10 for a humanity. That was definitely not worth it. $10 in the early game is a lot of money. I guess over the course of the game, $10 isn't that much, but in Santa Monica, you really want to hoard cash. Like, I'm going to keep the $250 rather than give it back to Mercurio because you just don't want to be, like, starved for cash. Yeah, I'm looking for... There's a watch over here, which I can't see yet. But we will soon. I think it's a $100 watch. Okay. So, here's the plan. Yeah, we're not going into strength. We're not going into dexterity because we don't need to. Stamina we're going to go into for defense. Charisma, manipulation, because we need finance. Perception, 4 points in perception, 3 in intelligence. Wits we want to max out. The books that I haven't read, we're not going to read because we don't need them. We don't need brawl and melee at all. We're going to do everything with guns. Computer, there's Akeem gives us the second point. Bertram gives us, we bring Bertram a CD. He gives us the fourth point. Then a book. Finance, we're going to take it to 4. Going 3 points in investigation. Notice the price though, 1, 2, and 4. That's because we're an Assamite and we're concentrating in knowledges. Scholarship, Beckett gives us a point. Then Akeem gives us the 4th point because we're an Assamite. And then the 5th point is Beckett. We're going to go 5 into Auspex. Again, I recommend only going 4 because of a problem with the 5th point. You don't need the 5th one. You're so powerful with 4, you don't need it. Quietus, only the 2 points. The 3, 4, and 5 are worthless. Blood Heal and Blood Buff. I'm going to go 3 points of Blood Heal. That is just a sweet, sweet skill. And I'm only going to put... I'm going to get the 2nd point in Blood Buff, which I don't need. So that's it. That's the plan. In the basic game, Nines gives us... Well, we're going to get the 2nd point in Brawl from Nines. He will give us up to Melee 5, but we're just going to get the 2nd point from him, and that's it. We're done. And Romero only gives you the 3rd point in Ranged. I guess that's it. The only other thing to be aware of is if you get hacking to 10, there's the potential to get 17 additional XP. I do get a bunch of those. And the total amount of XP that I spend in the game or use, I think, is 239, which is less than the 250 to 60 in the vanilla game. And it's like 300 in the plus patch. So... yeah, in the plus patch, you can have all 3 disciplines to 5. In the basic game, you can't, and in the Final Nights, you're really handicapped, but you can get Auspex to 5. And Auspex at 5 would be magnificent if it didn't glitch out the game, but you don't need it. So, yeah, if I was going to spend those 24 points on something else, I'd probably put it in Blood Heal. Just because Blood Heal is so awesome. Okay, that's it. I hope you hang around and watch the rest of this. This is going to become a really powerful character. You're not going to believe how easily this character crushes enemies with, a Patria crappy automatic weapon and ranged of... well, actually, with Auspex, I think we get it up to maybe 13 ranged with Auspex. So anyway, I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks.